Now in today's video, we're taking a look at the brand new upgraded HyperX Cloud 3. Promises amazing comfort. I can tell you they deliver. Has fantastic chat quality, audio quality, and it's going to be able to serve on a variety of gaming platforms. So we're going to check out the specs, we'll check out the headphones themselves, and then we'll see why you'll want to upgrade. If not, get this as your first or an upgrade to the Cloud 3s. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now the Cloud 3 from HyperX feature 53mm drivers with a signature comfort solution that makes these things so delicious to wear. You basically have noise canceling mic that you see here that has an LED function that you're going to be able to see when you're muted. It has a full metal frame, which means you're going to have incredible durability, and it's also very lightweight. DTS spatial audio, USB-C, USB-A, also 3.5mm connection, and it's going to work on a whole host of solutions. We're talking about PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox, a variety of Xbox since there's so many. The Nintendo Switch, Mac, mobile devices, literally. If you can plug in a USB-A or USB-C or an auto jack to it, you're going to be able to play with these. So let's take a closer look and see why these are so spectacular. Now in the box, you're going to find everything that you need to get up and running with the Cloud 3s. First of all, you do have a USB-A to 3.5 connector that you can see here. So this is an option that you can use. And the cool thing about this is if you take this off, you have your USB-A there. I've been able to get these to work with smartphones, any device that can take a USB-C or USB-A connector. Then you also have your mic that you can connect. That mic, we're just going to go ahead and connect. It's going to go right here into place, right? And then you have the standard connection, which is going to be your 3.5 connector right there. So you have a lot of options when it comes to connectivity. Now, these are super flexible. You can see how much they flex right there. And they're going to give you a lot of comfort. Found that these are super duper comfortable to wear, given the foam that it has. And also, these earpieces are so large that they actually go over my ear. I don't have them resting on them, so I'm not experiencing any overheating. You can see how I can twist, and these guys do really, really well in this space. The mic is nice also, so the mic really conforms. I'm going to go ahead and put these on for a second so you can see. And by the way, the overhead, this part right here, the band, no vicing, no crushing, has some memory foam in there, feels really, really good. And then the mic, you can just put two fingers there in place, and that's all you have to do. So these are set to go. You'll notice that there's not a lot of space here. They don't really stand out on the top, so they're as low profile as they could possibly be given the type of headphones that these are. If I turn to the right, you can see what it looks like. Turn to the left, you can see what it looks like right there. So let's talk about audio. If you are playing games, situational awareness is critical. If you're on the battlefield, you want to hear everybody creeping behind you, to the left, to the right. This is going to give you fantastic situational awareness. Enjoyed really playing with these. If you are someone who's watching a movie, listening to music, they're going to work really well too, and we have some samples that you'll be able to hear. If you're someone who likes to chat a lot, the chat performance is pretty good, and you're going to see that in a kind of second. It's more than really good. It's pretty amazing as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our chat experience so you can see what we're talking about, and then we'll also listen to how music reproduction comes through these.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different, still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments, doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors, they kinda tell me what I'm thinking. I fell in love with the way bass.
Now next we're going to do a chat test with the Cloud 3, and we're going to see what they sound like in a quiet environment. Take a look at our decibel readings. Anywhere between 23 and 24 decibels of noise. Let's go to switch. Now this is what the Cloud 3 are going to sound like in a quiet environment. This is a test. 1, 2, 3. This is our test. Now let's go ahead and add some wind to the environment. Now this is what the Cloud 3 would sound like with wind in the environment. This is a test. 1, 2, 3. This is our test. Now we've added some significant noise to the Cloud 3 test, and what we're going to do is we're going to switch to the Cloud 3s, but we're going to stay quiet to see how much the mics are canceling out. Let's go to switch. Now this is how much noise or how the Cloud 3s would sound like if you're chatting in a noisy environment. This is a test, 1, 2, 3. This is our test. Now this is what the Cloud 3s are going to sound like with an infant crying in the background. This is what they'll sound like with an infant crying in the background. Now if you're wondering what the Cloud 3 from HyperX would sound like with a dog barking in the background, well, this is what they'll sound like with a dog barking. If you're wondering what they're going to sound like with a doorbell ringing in the background, well, this is what they're going to sound like with a doorbell ringing. So guys, that wraps up our review. See you in the next video.